Hey everyone, my name is Wedge. This is our second Dragons of Tarkir spoiler video for the day, and we've got even more goodies in store, including one of the weirdest cards I've ever seen in Magic ever. The set's nuts, it's crazy stuff. We start with an uncommon cycle of specific color hate cards. These are designed for sideboards. We'll start with Surge of Righteousness. 2 mana for an instant, destroy target black or red creature that's attacking or blocking, you gain 2 life. This is a pretty interesting start, and as a control player, I love this straight to death. I have issues with Goblin Rabblemaster, I just do. Surge of Righteousness is a pretty great answer for that card. It kills it quickly and gains life, I'll take it. It also answers any other aggressive black or red creature. Mono red and mono black are both aggro decks right now, just saying this could easily be a thing. Encase in Ice is 2 mana for an enchantment aura with flash. Enchant red or green creature. When it enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature it doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. This is a decent limited sideboard card. It does deal with various Phoenix creatures pretty well, but besides that, sideboard unlimited is where it'll shine. It just doesn't impact the board in the same way a few of these other cards do. But again, this will come in every time against a red or green deck. Self-Inflicted Wound is 2 mana for a sorcery. Target opponent sacrifices a green or white creature. If that player does, they lose 2 life. This does deal with Siege Rhino, but most of the time this is going to hit a Courser, Elvish Mystic, or Caryatid. I'm totally cool with that, and they lose life. The only real downside is that it's a sorcery. Regardless, it could be an okay sideboard card in Standard, especially if Green-White Devotion continues this crazy tear it's on. I would keep this in mind just in case. The last card in our hate cycle is Display of Dominance, 2 mana for an instant. Choose one, either destroy target blue or black non-creature permanent, or permanents you control can't be the targets of blue or black spells your opponents control this turn. As someone who loves Ashiok, this card is bad news. Display of Dominance gives green a much needed tool. It's no secret that the color has serious issues dealing with various planeswalkers. Narset and Sarkhan are about to become 2 more they have to deal with. Depending on what the new meta is after the set comes out, green could really use an anti-walker card like this in its board. It's cheap, it's instant speed, it's definitely worth having on your radar. Now that we're done with that cycle, because for some reason we haven't yet seen its red card, let's get into some really interesting cards. Mirror Mockery is 2 mana for an enchant creature aura. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, you may put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of that creature. Exile that token at end of combat. Okay, I need a moment. We already talked about how Mono Blue Devotion might be coming back. Put this thing on a Master of Waves. Think about that. Not only does the Master of Waves token come in and create a bunch of new elementals, but he also pumps the existing elementals, and the Mirror Mockery adds to the devotion count. This is a hilarious combo that isn't even a win more. That's legitimately good and could swing games. Don't want to do that? Put it on a Siege Rhino or a Hornet Queen. Anything with a good enter the battlefield effect and you're off to the races. This card is insanely cheap for the ability. I expect extensive testing with this card for Standard play. Silumgars Scorn is 2 blue mana for an instant. Wait, 2 blue mana for an instant? Oh my gosh, is this it? I've been waiting for this day forever. Okay, just calm down. Let's keep reading. As an additional cost to cast the Scorn, you may reveal a dragon card from your hand. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. If you reveal the dragon card or control a dragon as you cast it, counter that spell instead. I'll take it. This is as close to counter spell as we're going to get. It's double blue, the words counter and spell are both really close together in the text box. Look, just let me have this moment, okay? In all honesty, I actually really like this card. There are already control decks basing themselves around Silumgar or Ojutai. This could find its way into one of those. Who knows what the next few months of Standard will bring, but if dragons are a thing, a double blue instant that says counter target spell, you can bet I'll be playing that. Crater Elemental is just so weird. 3 mana for a 0/6 elemental. You can pay 1 red, tap it, and sacrifice it to deal 4 damage to target creature. Okay, that's normal. It also has Formidable. If your creature's total power is 8 or greater, you can pay 3 mana, and the elemental has a base power of 8 until end of turn. Okay? I'm honestly not even sure where to begin. It's a 0/6 wall for 3 mana. You can flame slash it at a creature if you want. If you have a ton of creatures, it becomes an absolute monster, I guess. I'm having real trouble understanding what this card is for. I mean, I guess it will see play in limited, sort of, but still, you cannot tell me that this card isn't the most awkward bowl of lava you've ever seen. The design of this is so weird. Is this good? I don't even know. I need an adult. Draconic Roar is 2 mana for an instant. As an additional cost to casting it, you may reveal a dragon card from your hand. It deals 3 damage to target creature. If you reveal the dragon card or you control a dragon when you cast it, it deals 3 damage to that creature's controller. Well, this is going to replace Searing Blood in every deck that's running dragons. Green-red monsters may consider this if they decide to switch out a few of their creatures for more dragon cards. It's easier to play, requiring only a single red. There are definitely arguments for playing this card, but it's going to have to be in the right deck. If there's a red dragon deck in Standard, I think it's safe to say that this will have a spot in the 75. It's a good burn spell. Dragon Whisperer is 2 red mana for a 2/2 human shaman. You can pay 1 red to give it flying until end of turn. You can pay 2 mana to give it +1/+0 until end of turn. It also has Formidable. If creatures you control have total power 8 or greater, you can pay 4 colorless and 2 red to put a 4/4 red dragon token with flying onto the battlefield. This is not the Dragon Lord I was expecting. The double red mana immediately makes me think of Devotion. Definitely a home for the Whisperer. Of course, the real issue is enabling Formidable. In a Devotion build with Perforos, getting that 8 power won't be that difficult. It's keeping the creatures on the board that's the problem. What may end up happening with the Whisper is that it'll see play in Devotion, but mainly as an enabler who you can pump mana into late game to give flying and fire breathing if you need to. I do love the last ability, it just seems really difficult to pull off in Constructed with the meta the way it is. Of course, in Limited, if there isn't a removal spell for this, you'll probably just win. At least late game when you can just make dragons, so at least that's a thing. Besides that, I really want to like this card, just something's holding me back. Well, what do you think about this batch? I can't lie, a double blue counterspell, even with a condition, is something that I really, really like. We got some interesting cards this time around. Is it just me, or is this set like really weird? Just peculiar cards are getting printed, you know? Anyways, let me know how you feel in the comments. You know, I love reading what you have to say. As always, subscribe for the latest and most reliable Dragons of Tarkir spoiler information you could ever need. This is the Mana Source. I'm Wedge. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.